Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Outer Wilds. There's a small, tiny part of me that every single time I start another video, I want to say Voices of the Void instead of Outer Wilds. I don't know why. They're nothing alike, but we've learned a few things. We've definitely learned a few things. And we still have a lot to learn. So we have the sealed vault. A slide reel from the Cinder Isles showed a glowing symbol and chains appear around a strange vault, which of course we've seen the strange vault. So it's kind of nice that they include the slide here so that we can review what it shows. That's really handy. And yeah, we checked out Cinder Isle. Pair of small rocky islands connected by a village of stilt houses. Found a large metal symbol for the Eye of the Universe inside a burnt-out building, which we did check that out. A slide reel that shows the stranger's inhabitants analyzing the Eye of the Universe. Several sides have been burned and cannot be viewed. But I think a lot of that was pretty indicative. And clearly they did not like that what they had seen. And then we also have a tower that sits atop the Cinder Isles. The upper floors can only be reached from a second entrance at the back of the tower. I found a slide reel that shows the stranger's inhabitants opening a secret passage in a round room filled with lanterns and murals. The inhabitants are shown filtering into 3 of these rooms throughout the strange... Oh... I don't really know why I thought otherwise. But it does kind of make sense that, yeah. I just kind of completely ignored the other 2 instances of them filtering into rooms. So it sounds to me like we need to find these rooms. We need to find the slides to learn more information. So they all have those, the branch symbols on them. Okay. Well, at least now we know, we have an idea of what we're looking for, yeah? Let's go check out the stranger one more time. I kind of suspected that we would spend a fair few episodes at this location. There's a lot here, it seems. And yeah, it seems like it's connected to the story about the Eye of the Universe while not being, like, directly affiliated with your specific story. Which is very DLC smelling, we'll say. We'll say it smells like DLC. It's interesting how there's a raft grasper here. I wonder if we could somehow, like... Alright, I need oxygen to live. Whatever, it's fine. I get it, we're dead. Turns out you need oxygen to live. Who would have thought? We still have a little bit to learn in, like, the main game instance as well, but I don't know. I think we're at the point now where we can learn about this a little bit more about the Eye of the Universe. Now that we've come quite close to it. That is one thing that I looked up online, was when to do the DLC, after I started suspecting that I might be getting close to DLC content. Because this seems to be... How should I word this? It seems to be a game where, like, the order that you see things can matter sometimes. So I did look that up, and the general consensus online seems to be you want to start the DLC close to the end of the game, And, I mean, I'm feeling like I'm close to the end of the game. So, that's what we're doing. Alright, let's actually grab our spacesuit this time. Fortunately, unlike a lot of the internet, it does seem like at least the Reddit for Outer Wilds is very good at not providing spoilers. Which is immensely useful. I wish more communities were like that. I have been fortunate enough that I have not really been spoiled about anything. Which is good. Which is good. Okay, let's, I guess we're gonna try to find these buildings. Which, is that one right there? I think it is. Okay. So, guess where we're heading? We're heading that way. Yeah, that seems like the logical place to start. We don't have a lot else to go off of yet, so we might as well keep exploring the leads that we do have. It is still, as of yet, unclear as to why there's a power surge that severely damages everything. And actually, now that I think about it, like, this is literally just me thinking off the cuff right now. My assumption is that this is some kind of stasis that these aliens are in. Perhaps they foresaw that the eye of the universe is destroying the universe, or something along those lines. And so they've concluded that the best way, to survive it is to go into some sort of stasis. Unknown language. Oh wait, no, this is... I know where we're at. No. This isn't how it's supposed to be! This is just the way in, and I'm dumb. Alright. Take me away, Mr. Wizard. Okay. So there's ghost matter all over the place here. We definitely want to keep that in mind. So I assume this is probably going to have a secret path as well into it. Oh wait, no, this is... Oh. So maybe they're all this way? Wonder if they all have the same things down below. Well, that's... That's significantly less useful than... Do any of these other murals maybe have doors behind them? It's not impossible that that might be the case. But I'm not sure how I would go about learning that. Okay, well... I guess we could keep searching around here. This is the first area that we were in during the first trek. Now that we've learned a little bit more about how this world works, maybe we can find some information. That would have been a good place for a secret game. So this is another one of the slide displays, but where do we find a slide? Yeah. I know. The world's ending. It's okay. I promise. Now where do we find a light source? Oh, is there one up above there? Not one that we can grab. That sucks. Okay, we need to go find a light source. Which, I mean... Again, they have these conveniently placed buildings over here full of lanterns. Which is awfully convenient. I didn't really mean to close that, but whatever. Oop. No, stop. There we go. All right, I'm ready to be educated. Let's go. So I'm guessing due to the significance of this planet, this is probably their homeworld. It's the eye of the universe. It's glowing with power. And it looks like they saw it? And they were shocked. And they called over the others to look at it. They caught the signal as well. So it wasn't just the Nomai that were attracted to here. And then they either built or they were already living in a ring world. So then they moved to here. Okay. Interesting. I hate you, door. Okay, so this is another symbol on the seal. But what did they seal away? So they lit another fire. So there's 3 of these fires that all like show like for each seal there's a different fire. And that looks like to be it for there. So we're likely running out of time to reach the other area, which I don't even think we've been to the other area. The other, whatever that symbol is. The tree symbol, for lack of a better word. But we can at least maybe look for it for the next trip. really much else we can do at the moment. So we've explored that area. That must be the next area all the way out there. And like I said, we're probably not going to have time to go there. This is a cool mechanic, though. This, like, rafting mechanic. All the plays with lights and whatnot. It's neat. It's neat. So, interestingly enough, we can get through this area before the flood happens. It's just after the flood happens that it becomes an electrical nightmare. It's good information to have. I'm not quite sure what it does for me, though. I wonder what that area is. We're not going to be able to find out, apparently. Also, somehow we missed our target. Must have been the other way. Must have been over here. Well, I mean, we're gonna make an attempt. Or maybe not. Alright, well, new plan. Apparently we're gonna be going here instead. So this is the diving bell, I think. Still can't read their language. Probably will never be able to read their language either. Maybe we will. Can't get in there. So this diving bell is completely submerged before the flood hits. Interesting. I guess that makes sense. And then the water decreases dramatically. Oh, well, this sucks. And then the diving bell reveals itself. So there's another area over there. And I can't remember if I've been over there yet or not. I'm a little bit nervous to traverse the rapids. Because this is definitely how we've died before, is getting caught up in these. But I'm going to make an attempt to get over here. Yeah, we've definitely been over here before. Alright. I guess we're just kind of out of luck then. That sucks. Guess we're going to try to navigate these rapids as much as we can while looking for another boat. trying to see what I can see, if anything. It's kind of hard. Ow. Turns out traversing rapids is not a very safe endeavor. Who would have thought? This is kind of an interesting thing. I think it's just a boat. Yeah, I think it's just a boat. But it's just kind of interesting how it's, like, on a platform. And then you can free it. Alright, well, let's keep going, shall we? We need to go some way. I wonder if the electrified water will hurt me. Nope, not when I'm on a boat. What's going on here? This looks relevant. So I briefly looked at some of the other videos, like the starting videos of this series, and I say this looks relevant a lot. So if you want a really bad drinking game, do not do this, by the way. If you want a really bad drinking game, then all you have to do is keep saying, or you need to take a drink every time I say this looks relevant. You will be taking a lot of shots. So it looks like I need to get over there, but I can't get over there because of the floodwater. That actually kind of sucks. So we have to make it here before the dam floods. Unless there's another, like, secret path through, and there may be. Actually, we're not gonna make it, because I'm bad at video games. But it looks like you might be able to make it up that way with the jetpack. If you were a little bit better than I am. But I am not very good. Now the other issue is I'd like to get up to the observatory up there to watch the explosion happen, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that either. So I guess one thing we could do, we could come over here, we could check out this diving bell again, get underneath it. We try to rest here and see what happens. Not that I think anything's going to happen, but I'm starting to understand whatever the sussy thing is that they have locked away here. It's locked away with fires. And I'm wondering if maybe the floodwaters will eventually extinguish those fires. I don't know. Let's take a nap here, shall we? See if we can unlock the deep lore. Or die. Either way. Either way, I can't get to the next place I want to go, so other than aimlessly wandering around an area that I've already explored, I'm just gonna bite the bullet on this one. It is going to take a fair amount of time. It'll probably take like 10 minutes. Or not. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like that was the solution. Huh. Interesting. It's interesting that we didn't get the dramatic build-up and the explosion at that point. Until next time, folks. Happy gaming.